I mean? You get that feeling if you're gonna hang out with Tanya, it's probably gonna be a good time, which is, you know, pretty important, I think. Once again, if not me, Murphy Goode TV, Kamary Phillips, then Tanya should be seriously considered, as well as Casey Boucher. Now, when I made my point about something to look at, Casey is an exceptionally beautiful girl. That's not her only talent, obviously, but it's an important one when we're talking about the internet. Let's face it, most clicks are going to be with someone who's gorgeous as opposed to someone who's obese, overweight, and, you know, and down and ungroovy for the most part, if I can invent a word. This woman will definitely not have that problem, so I don't know, again, what she really offers beyond that, but she's got super talents as an actress. That comes across in this video. She's creative and willing to just go for it. So someone can kind of harness all that energy and point it in the right direction for the product and what needs to be done as a wine country lifestyle entertainment, then someone's going to be able to handle that, I'm sure. Take a look at Casey Boucher. I really like her. Clip number 611. Here we go.
We'll meet the who's who of the Murphy Goode Vineyard, have a meeting with top executives, and head into Healdsburg to explore the local nightlife. Red wine. Thank you.
I am Vina.
Always striving to recruit new lovers of wine, Vino TV will use the Murphy Goode juices to promote wine appreciation and continue our quest for the perfect picnic spot.
I'm Casey Boucher. Thank you so much for joining me. I have an extensive background in writing, public speaking, and communications, and love everything about wine.
Coming up to the end of my top 10 countdown, Murphy Goode TV presents. That's right. We've got now Rachel Rienstra. A lot of interesting names going on here, folks. Rachel's clip is got good editing. She's very creative, and of course that's one of the things I look at more than anything else. How creative are you? Anybody can pretty much stand in front of a camera like I'm doing right now, but you got to do something. If you got this blue sky, then use the blue sky. Yeah, and that's exactly what's happening. So let's have a look at clip number 926, Rachel Rienstra, and she's very entertaining, and I think what you're gonna like is also that she's a musician, and I think that not only that I'm a musician, that I think that's cool, but I just think it is. You got a little bit more to bring to the table when it comes to entertaining your audience, which again should be your #1 concern for anybody that's engaging people with viral social media. You gotta entertain. You gotta get people to want to hang out. So let's have a look at Rachel.
I Facebook, I Friendster, I MySpace, I Twitter, I YouTube. Believe me, this all gets a lot of traffic, but every now and then I advertise on a park bench, which also gets a lot of traffic. And as your wine country lifestyle correspondent, I'll always make sure everyone's having a good time and that they're enjoying Murphy Goode wine, and I'll show them secret places they might have missed to have the perfect picnic. I'll make sure to track the local raptor and owl populations, especially the ones that steal bottles of Murphy Goode wine. And with owners Murphy Goode and David Reddy, it only makes sense to make sure the grapes are good and ready.
They filmed the movie sideways here, right? So I am actually thinking of filming a movie called Backwards, starring Murphy Goode wine. So if I drink too much of this, would I get wine flu?
So I had a hard time now, because I've shown you 9 of my top 10 picks, and if you haven't noticed, most of them are women. No offense to the guys, it's just that, there's so many of us that were in the race, and quite frankly, so many are so close. I had to look for dumb things to rule you out. Hey, maybe your video was, instead of a minute, it was 1:12. Well, you know what? If I've got another guy who kind of stayed in the boundaries and you're so similar, well then you're the one that's out. Sorry, but true. Unless I know you personally or something like that. This guy won out simply because he has made an effort to communicate with with the people around him, the other people in this whole campaign. And I noticed that. He's written me in Twitter, so he's a real person. So of course when I've got someone I've never had any contact with, and then someone who I've had some contact with, I tend to veer towards the guy I know, or the guy who's my friend or follower. These things are important. That's what viral media is about. You're spreading the word around. Paul Horn has a clue. So he's someone who you get the feeling could take this show somewhere, this position somewhere, and not be afraid to try new things, and that's also very important as well. So let's have a look at Paul Horn, video number 1832. He was late in the game, by the way, and he made it. He's in the top 50 and on the Murphy Goode TV list, top 10 countdown. Paul Horn. Check it out.
So I understand content, I know how to tell stories, and I think this position is about creating compelling content week after week. That is viral marketing, that is Web 2.0. If the content is compelling, the word will spread. I'm going right up there. Scariest thing I've ever done. Top of the world.
Okay, turn around.
I'm going down the gondola now.
Queenstown.
Rancho La Puerta. Southern Utah. Woo! Made it! Torrential downpour. Phi Island. San Francisco. Trisara. The Phuket Spa. Bangkok. Back to work. I want to show you a picture of me drinking a glass of wine because it's a little on the nose. I drink wine like everyone else.
Yeah, that was Paul Horn. Now, what I really like about Paul, okay editing, again, pretty straightforward type stuff. The standard thing, I would call it. And maybe that's all you need, Paul. That might be all you need. You're very, very good camera presence. That's what I definitely like. You know, when you do those shots yourself, talking to the screen, you see that you're a good-looking guy, you have a clue, and you're really right there in the moment. I think that's really important. You're engaging that computer, you know, audience that we're gonna all have. And he has a sense of humor. And that's really important too. I'm definitely not the funniest guy out there, and I don't even try to be. Paul's got something going on, so let's follow him either way, so you can have a look at what he's going on, what he's up to. Other people, for example, criteria I look for, if your video was mostly voiceover and then some interesting elements, nah, sorry, because at the end of the day, you've got to be able to talk to me just like I'm talking to you. And I gotta want to hang out and follow you around your adventures. But if you're getting hooked up and getting caught into voiceover type stuff, you're not really there, you know. That's why it's sort of an off-camera type of approach. I think it's more important that you make a full on-camera approach and then add your bells and whistles, like these bells and whistles, for example. So, thanks for tuning in. Once again, this has been Murphy Goode Top 10 Countdown for A Really Good Job. We're getting close, folks. Later tonight, you're gonna probably be getting an email, who's in, who's out. If I'm out, I'm gonna cry, but life is gonna go on, and I'm gonna find something else to contribute to just as committedly as I've been trying to get this gig. But some of you people are gonna probably wanna hang yourself. Don't do it, okay? One of the great things that you've made it this far is there are other people that could be interested in what you're up to in your work as well. So network, and don't forget, there are over 250 wineries in Sonoma County, okay? I wanna work for Murphy Goode, but you don't have to. You could work somewhere else if you're open to that. I want to work for Murphy Goode, end of story. All right, folks, Kamary Phillips, MGtv, I'm out of here because I'm boiling, and I need to lay down for a while. See you later. Cheers.